Hello family, this waakye stew Zongo style. It's rich, it's spicy, and it is layered with flavor. We are making the kind of waakye stew that will get all your neighbors peeking over the wall like what's she cooking in that kitchen. This waakye stew, it is done right, and I'm going to show you all the secrets from the base to the final touch. Let's get right into it. Here's what you need to make your stew. Spring onions, red onions, some chopped, some sliced, each serve different purposes. We need green habanero and yellow scotch bonnet peppers. We need this for heat and also for flavor. Tomato paste and tomato sauce. You also need fish. I'm using red snapper for this recipe because it holds quite well and it's tasty. You also need some hard-boiled eggs. What's waakye stew without eggs? You also need some cowhide, which is wele. I have already prepped and cooked my wele. You need fresh and dried rosemary. You need powdered herrings, AKitchenFarAway grill spice mix to season our fish, and now the holy grill spices that makes all the difference. Whole white peppers, alligator peppers, cloves. Cloves are very necessary in this recipe. You need fennel, you need coriander seeds, you need garlic, and you need ginger as well. Baking soda, all-purpose flour, about half a cup of vegetable oil, olive oil or sunflower oil, and sea salt. Sea salt for me is always better than regular salt. And remember, all the ingredients and their right measurements will be in the description, so kindly check that out. First, let's build our flavor base. So in a blender, add your chopped onions, your garlic, your ginger, green habaneros, spring onions, and those holy grill spices, the white pepper, alligator pepper, cloves, fennel, coriander seeds. Add that to your blender. And don't add the rosemary yet, that will come in later. Add a bit of water and blend. Pour this into a bowl and set aside. Trust me, this mixture right here, it is the heart of the stew. Don't worry if you see bits of the spices in there, it's all flavor and you don't need it to be completely smooth. And now onto our fish. Season this generously with sea salt and the AKitchenFarAway allspice mix. This spice mix will take your fish to a whole different level. You can purchase the spice mix by clicking on the link in the description. Season every area of the fish with the spice mix. Once your fish is well seasoned with the spice mix, go ahead and pour onto your fish some all-purpose flour. Now this flour is not only going to make my fish crispy or golden or prevent it from sticking to the pan, it is going to lock in moisture, and this is what will give you a very tasty fish that is moist on the inside and crispy on the outside. We are not doing too much, we are just lightly coating our fish. If you are still here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now let's fry our fish. Pour your preferred oil into your pan, and once it's hot and nice, gently lay the fish in and fry both sides till it's golden brown. This should take about 4 to 5 minutes on each side. Once it's crispy, remove and set aside. And fam, look at that fish, it is so crispy on the outside. And one thing I like about this spice mix is you get to see specks of the herbs, the spices on the fish, and once you bite into it, oh my goodness, this fish is so flavorful. Keep that oil, we are using it to start the stew. It's now flavored with fish, spices, and all that goodness. In that same oil, add your sliced onions, the fresh plus the dried rosemary. Let the onions soften and get just a bit golden. Now add in your tomato paste. This needs to fry properly. Don't rush this process. We are getting rid of the sour taste and also building depth. Stir regularly as this can burn pretty fast. Now watch your tomato paste transform from bright red to a deep, almost burgundy color. Now we go in with our onion spice blend. This is where the whole stew starts making a lot of sense. Stir it in and let it combine with the tomato paste. Give it time to fry. You have to be extremely patient. Trust me, it is all worth it. You want the water to reduce and the oil to start rising. That's how you know it's ready to move on to the next step. pour in about 2 cups of tomato sauce or blended tomatoes if that is what you have available. This is a bit acidic, and so sprinkle in about 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. This will help mellow the acidity of the tomatoes. Stir this, cover halfway because you don't want to create a mess when the stew starts to splatter. Fry this again for about 7 to 10 minutes because our tomato sauce is already cooked. Stirring in between. The more you fry, the richer the stew becomes. So once again, don't rush this process. It's the key to building flavor. Once the oil rises again to the top, add 2 teaspoons of powdered herrings, some salt to taste, and let it simmer for about 3 to 5 minutes on low heat, extremely low heat. I went ahead and added my wele, the boiled eggs, and the fried fish. You want to stir this gently, fold everything in so the proteins can soak up the stew base very well. To finish up, I dropped in a handful of yellow scotch bonnet for heat and also for flavor. I added a few extra sliced onions for texture. Let the whole stew simmer uncovered for another 5 to 7 minutes, still on low heat. The oil should float on the top and the stew thick and layered with aroma. Now tell me, what's your vibe when you buy waakye? Do you go for wele, eggs, fish, or all 3 of them? Let me know in the comment section. The recipe for this tree-style waakye is coming up next. So do make sure to subscribe so you do not miss out on this recipe when it is uploaded. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!